Okay, some of you seem to have difficulty with the percentiles, which I believe was in lesson 6. And so I was going to work through a couple of examples that came out of the homework quiz. This particular problem says, following are the playback times in hours for a sample of 20 MP3 players. And then it gives you the list of numbers. Now, one thing to note about this list of numbers is that they're already in ascending order. They start with the smallest at 14 and they go to the highest of 73. And really that's important to note because in the process of finding a percentile, you have to have the values in order from lowest to highest. And the question here asks you to find the 65th percentile, and it says write only a number as your answer, and you can round it to 1 decimal place. And so we use what's called a locator, and the formula for the locator of the percentile is L equals the percent divided by 100. Okay, so L equals your percentile that you're looking for divided by 100 times N, which is the sample size. So in our case, P, the percentile is 65, and they told us that we had 20 in our sample. Now, again, the first step is to make sure that your data is in order from lowest to highest. It is. So then I'm going to calculate that locator. So I would have L equals 65 divided by 100 times 20. And so I'm going to pull up a calculator, use my calculator, and I'm going to type 60. I'll have to turn it on first. Okay, so I'm going to type 65 divided by 100. Move my calculator up a little bit. Times 20. And that gives me a value of 13. Now, what you have to remember, there are two guidelines, and this is one of those things that you might want to write on your note sheet for the midterm, is that if the L is a whole number, you have to find the average of the number that's in the 13th and the 14th place. But if L is a decimal number, you round up automatically. So since L is a whole number, we need to take the average of the 13th and the 14th value in the list. And so if I go back up here to my list, which again is in order from lowest to highest, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 38 is in the 13th place. The 14th place is 48. So 38 plus 48 divided by 2 is going to tell me what value is in the 65th, or what value is the 65th percentile. So we have 38 plus 48. We're going to find out that value. That's 86. So we have 86 divided by 2, which would be 43. So 43 is the 65th percentile for this particular sample of MP3 players. Okay, so let's look at another one. This says, following is a sample of the number of words spoken in each inauguration address for U.S. presidents. Okay, so then you have this list of numbers. Now, one of the things that I noticed in this particular list is that the values are not in order. So the first thing that I need to do is put them in order. And I've already done that on a separate piece of paper. So I'm going to kind of write them in here so that it wouldn't take us as long to take a look at it. So we would have 135, 698, 1125, 1172, 1340, 1437, 1507, 1556, 1681, 1729, 2015, 2158, 2170, 2308, 2463, 2546, 2978, 3217, 3801, 3967, 4388, 4776, and 5433. There are a total of 23 there. And so we're asked to find the 32nd percentile. So in order to find the 32nd percentile, we find first our locator, which is L. Oops. Let me see if I can get that out of the way. It kind of jumped on me a little bit there. Okay, so L would be 32 divided by 100 times 23. So I'm going to pull up my calculator, clear it out. I have 32 divided by 100 times 23. And that equals 7.36. Okay, that is a decimal number. It is not a whole number. So the rule says we automatically round up. So we're looking for the value that is in the 8th place of the list when the numbers are in order from lowest to highest. So if I go back up here to my list, it's in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The value that's in the 8th place is 1,556. So the 32nd percentile is 1,556.